in this planet, and all the shadow sisters and brothers who are tuning in to my weekly Sunday pick-up and reading. We are going forward this book, the Divine Comedy. We have go since 2023 Inferno, then 2024 until the end Purgatorio, and now we are in the second week of Paradise. We are going weekly with exact week numbers, and the chapters are matching. And today is such a big alignment that Dante and Beatrice, united now, going forward, are going to moon. We have here the tomorrow, 13th of January, today is 12th. Tomorrow is the full moon in Cancer, and Cancer's, like the moon's home is Cancer. So we are talking about the moon now. I find it so aligned. Anyway, let's introduce these piles. Then I read this one card. The picture card is now presenting this one. I hope it's not too heavy light. I think it's better to show this. And I hope my voice is carrying on. Anybody interested to see this kind of star sign related readings I made with the same kind of spread? I made now all 12 star signs using the exact same spread, kind of same position. But always pickable reading is a little bit different. For example, I'm introducing runes this year, and I randomly picked them from this back. But today we got different runes than last week, so here we have runes. Anyway, what I had to say more. Yeah, welcome to see those extensive horoscope readings. They are still available until tomorrow. They are extensive because they are meant to go to membership, and I find it good that those are kind of going deeper kind of readings. So when, for example, I would answer to your personal question, it's also go behind the doors and not random people can see it. So it's kind of privacy for your question also to ask. But these Paradise episodes will be now whole year available for sure. These Purgatory and Inferno are in the membership as well. If you want to really go through all this book like a season or series, they are there. Anyway, it's always meant for this pickable reading. Anyway, follow your intuition. We have 3 choices. Maybe all of them intuitively speak to you, but maybe one especially is for you. And let's start seeing. So pile number 1, we have a rune Ing, NG, and it's let's speak the what is the name. It is the Ingvas rune. Then we have a root chakra crystal, red jasper. Then we have the so below deck, but your first card, Moon, Queen of the Moon oracle, is the Queen of the Moon Sovereignty, number 41. This is your first choice. Then we have pile number 2 is this symbol of rune is Tivas, T, heart chakra, green aventurine, and interestingly, this will be the Ukonpaka, the Finnish deck, but you got this wolf, like out of all these cards, right? That's randomly picked. It is so fittingly just in the central of this wolf, same line. Wolf moon is even this is Cancer full moon called. It's wolf moon, and this is 29. It's almost like hunger is a theme here. Hungry wolf and heart, hungry heart. Then we have a pile number 3 is Othala. Oh. Throat chakra, lapis lazuli, and we got interestingly this dark moon. So it is darkness, my old friend, and there's this rabbit. So number 40. So the card numbers were here 41, 29, 40. Okay. And the spread I'm using today is this poem by Munshir Althaf, Remember. I'm just looking where I put that now. Just okay, I have to keep it here as well. let's go. This is not gonna be very long reading. Part of this reading is, of course, to allow in the reading somebody from the audience ask a psychic question. And today there's not so many cards in the pile, so it can be kind of like a faster reading, let's say. Let's see how it goes. Maybe sometimes the cards are so much full of stories that it takes a long time to make this, but this is the same spread I'm using now that I used for the horoscope signs. So practically I've done this spread now 12 times, and now 13th is the full moon in Cancer. Fittingly, it's in the 13th of January. So let's go. We are reading first the story of the Divine Comedy. So I've made a card of it. It is here. And this is now for your Divine Comedy Paradise 2. We are going to the moon. Paradise 2. Dante suggests that those who are not accustomed to studying theology, feeding on angel bread, may find his poems' waters too deep for them to navigate safely. Yet is not meant to be taken too seriously. He signals that his poem will deal with lofty subjects that aren't meant solely for entertainment, but for his audience's spiritual betterment as well. Beatrice and Dante's journey will take them through 9 spheres of heaven. They will encounter different types of souls in each sphere, as well as different types of angels and virtues. Beatrice tells Dante that God has led them to the first star, the moon. A dense, shining cloud envelops them. Dante asks Beatrice about the dark markings visible on the moon's surface. On Earth, people refer to these as the marks of Cain. It's like a Cain and Abel. Anyway, Cain. Dante suggests that perhaps the markings are due to the variations in density on the moon's surface. Beatrice explains that each of the heavenly spheres reflect the light of the sun in a different way, and a different part of the moon reflect that light differently too. Similarly, the human soul diffuses its energies in various ways as needed throughout the human body. So that is now the Divine Comedy Paradise reference. And I think we will go with the pile number 1. We just, I think, should I leave this? No, I'm not going to leave them on the table. These I'll just show now. We have the focused energy here. Same energy going on at once. Let's put this rune in the middle, Ingvas. This is very interesting rune. I'm always studying this thing. I didn't know so much of runes before. This will be your deck that we use for this Remember That You Are spread. Keep it for now here. We start just with this Queen of the Moon Sovereignty card. So looks like there is really this Beatrice in the story of the Divine Comedy. There is this one counterparts, Dante and Beatrice. Beatrice has been in heaven for a long time, waiting that the Dante will go through this heaven, hell and inferno and purgatory to get rid of the sins, and now they are rising to the moon. So it is really this card makes me think of, like, in some readings I talk about, I have been practicing Tai Chi now for 20 years, but this is really this kind of power ball. And in kind of spiritual practices, you could also kind of have this invisible sphere to move the energy. It makes me think about really this power center that is often solar plexus chakra is one very important power center. You have here root chakra. This is very, while the first idea is here to think about solar plexus chakra as really like putting the light, like the solar in your sun energy, but here we have a moon. It's clearly like, okay, this is a Queen of the Moon. oracle. But this is what she's holding is the moon. And here we have a crystal completely connected to the root chakra, which is connected to mother, which is also totally connected to the moon. Moon is a matrix of the body. Moon is totally it is connected to the kind of like a nurturing cycles, nurturing mother, feminine yin energy. And here we have this crystal so aligned. We have the Cancer full moon, Cancer being in the home sign, like being the home sign for moon. There is some kind of very powerful point here now. This reading starts like this. It's like a queen moment. Something to be queen about, something to have a power of, something like this. I see here. Huge empowerment coming here. But of course, the downside of this root chakra is being a victim of your circumstances, thinking that you can do nothing about, while the mother is the nurturing, caring, and sometimes even ideas have to be taken care of many years. Like my tarot deck, I was 3 years busy before I was kind of saying like my first draft is ready. Sometimes you have to really in the backstage, in somewhere hidden, you have to nurture things. The things are not ready for the light of the day. They are okay for the light of the moon. They are not ready for the light of the day. So this is coming here. You have to heal maybe. Root chakra is totally this healing point. It's okay to rest. It's okay to be in peace, to say no, to have this kind of boundaries that mother is good at teaching you. What is okay and what is not. You can do that for yourself. So, little speech that's coming now. Where we put this card? Maybe let's put it here. Then this whole reading is based on, if somebody was not in my horoscope readings, this whole reading is based on the fact that the wolf here is in the spirit position. The wolf here is our like spiritual guide today. And spirit position in this poem is remember that you are spirit. Connect, listen, know, be still. So all this reading, this wolf will be listening, will be like knowing and still, like this is the meditation practice that you can do, like you are not moving a single part of your body and you are just taking all in this kind of divine presence. What we have here, it's almost like giving you example all this reading, but it's here in the end will open his mouth and tell you advice. We have already queen here, so powerful. I know this is powerful rune as well. So maybe we should move soon there, but maybe before that I take this, especially this full moon in Cancer cards. Let's see which one is coming. So some cards came already in the star sign readings, but let's see, this is coming now with here, the bicycle. There is freedom available under this runation. The freedom that comes with honestly claiming what it is that we need and what is it that we desire. Creating sacred boundaries around those needs and desires and live in a way that honors ourselves. Back to the boundary conversation, there is something really here in this pile about that. What is ours and what is others? Sacred boundaries. Here, of course, the whole point is I'm trying to give you also like a sacred like a space for shadow love. Like this would be like a peaceful place for you to now get this more like a spiritual needs met. I'm really tempted to read already this rune, but I still wait a little bit. I think I'll give you the emotional landscape before I have these cards here. And yes. Anybody here wanting to say something? I see somebody is already watching, even liking. If you want to get today a free psychic reading, in the end of this reading, it's possible to subscribe, and then I have not this setting that you have to be subscribed to comment, so anybody can comment actually. But you can kind of co-create here. If you feel that the pile is for you, that is really something to do, you can add your point, like why that pile is for you. You can say it aloud. You can help other people. Anyway, this is coming now for the pile number 1, emotional landscape. We are trying to bring here always love reading, also part of this. So soulful. In this card of the Divine Comedy, it was talk about like a angel's bread. It's this kind of theology, like talking about more soulful subjects. Maybe there's something about that. It's good to look into all kind of philosophies and even theology, like it can give us some depth that we need. Home, very full moon in Cancer, again very much in this root chakra realms, totally in this Cancerian style. Going blooming, okay, that's also like a territory of the mother, like and the Empress. Soulful home, blooming, very feminine yin energy going on. Totally, this queen has totally this kind of realm. Freedom, okay, we talk about that freedom in this card also. So under this lunation, there is available this kind of freedom. But you have to know what is your boundary. Love offer also. Okay, you have to be open for that. Okay, so now I have written about this rune from Norway. I mean, like let's say Viking mythology. So we start to learn what is this. Interesting. I also saw images like this would be totally connected to this kind of like a tree of life. So the element of this is water, again very Cancer realms. Deity is Freyr, god of rain, who is brother of Freya and is the rising sun and fertility god. He's kind of masculine anyway. Growth, change, common sense, completion and expansion. Yellow and green is very like nature colors. Tarot, this is connected to judgment and the emperor. Astrology is in Jupiter in Capricorn, moon in 4th house, Jupiter and new moon and black moon. What's this? Anyway, Ingvas symbolize the ancient Germanic god of fertility. Ing or Ingvas describes an inner fire that lies dormant in every human being. It may take time for this fire to awaken and the spark to flash over to the person, but once the fire ignites, it can hardly go out. Ingvas represents growth, harvest, peace, and prosperity, as well as reflection and meditation. To the seeker of advice, this rune gives the advice to give yourself enough time to solve a problem or a complicated task. Kind of very similar message in this moon in full moon in Cancer is like, don't like rush things. There might be maybe healing, and healing journey is not so like knowing if you would patch a wound. It needs time to heal. So something might be that you have to give yourself enough time. So after the stressful time, the advice seeker can return to calmer moments and with the records of the future, Ingvar says that an obstacle can be overcome. So there is hope that this will also pass. The fire of Ingvar brings spiritual fulfillment to man and make him progress steadily. Ingvar also point one to fact that one must let the past rest. What has happened, and one can only free oneself from it by letting go. The only thing we can influence is the present. This is where we should let our fire flare up. Like in the present moment, there where we are burning the fire. Indeed, if you think about having a fire. It didn't happen yesterday or like tomorrow, like even if you have fire, like physically you're cooking something, or it's happening now. It's happening now. It's not never like you let the fire even unwatched, kind of like it is here now. Even a small burn. So ingwas is also often used in a magical circle and creating a protective circle, which is especially used in rituals. That is a beautiful wisdom here, because we have here in a formal circle, if you're interested to follow this kind of lessons I make, one lesson I give now this week free is this, how to make your own tarot spread. So there I talk about how you always choose a form when you design something, and this today we are using a form of circle, very very lunar circle too. It's totally like a fitting to this time. Closing a circle is even very shadow work. I try to do my shadow readings in the sense like I let your shadow meet the light so you can be whole again. There's always this idea of coming back to a circle. But here we have in the center of the circle now the spirit wolf with the light. Maybe this is the ingwas here. When I look carefully now, this is actually the wolf has it. The ingwas is here, the light, the essence of a person never can go off. You should cultivate that loud. Anyway, it's here now. So let's see what next. We're gonna see current feelings of a person. Up here maybe. Let's see. Doesn't have to be so many. We have a really big box, sorry, for Valentine. Ready. Okay. Okay, and then maybe one more from this little girl. I have here this different inner child healing puppets. Inner child is also healing is also a very good practice for now in this full moon in Cancer. Very like a healing inner child would be timely, but let's take something from her. So many came at once. Okay, let it be. So let's see what is the first one. Bob Marley. If it takes money to be happy, your search for happiness will never end. One love. Wish for unity and goodwill. Yeah, the money religion kind of in our life. To always seek this kind of recognition with the money. If it takes money to be happy, your seek of happiness will never end. You know, this should be supposed to be current feelings of your person. Anyway, let's see. Beautiful Stranger by Madonna. Haven't we met? You are some kind of beautiful stranger. You could be good for me. I have taste for danger. I'm smart, then I'll run away. But I'm not, so I guess I'll stay. Heaven forbid, I'll take my chance on a beautiful stranger. Then we have here grounding. That is a beautiful thing to come up with this root chakra for your person. See, it's needed too. Real you, soul mission, integration, souls, integrating souls, truth, deep, ancestors, wisdom, allow to feel from within, starseed, grounding, higher vibration, stability. There's all this family tree and a tree. Yes, this really, I often say, like, it is calling for you to search for this kind of stable energy that is the ancestors, is this kind of remembering the story of your past lives possible also, but past, let's say, relatives, anybody in your family line, like this is your heritage. Time of the full moon in Cancer, completely a retrograde, Mars retrograde, completely time to remember what's your life been about. Whose dream you've been trying to achieve? Are they yours, or are they just like a playing a part to for other people, like what go very deep within to understand who you are, what you are here for. We have here Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. All the things you say, I let it fall my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark and I was over until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they are strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew. All the things you say, they were never true, never true. And the games you play, you would always win, always win. Speak to the person. Is it? Let's see. Someone being patient with you on your bad days is softest form of love. And that is what we need in this Cancer full moon. Soft love. Handkerchiefs. Ready to be there for the, keep this kind of safe space. Like, okay, tell me everything. I can take it. Root chakra. Okay, again, root chakras, very aligned. I bless all those who have helped me realize my word along the path of light. And again, 3, but now 2 trees. And a bee. Okay. I hope my voice stands this all reading. And then current feelings a person. To be wild is not to be crazy or psychotic. True wildness is a love of nature, a delight in silence, a voice free to say spontaneous things, and what is it like a and curiosity in the face of the unknown. Robert Bly. This is kind of new card. It's Alice with these soldiers. I've been lately starting to read Meeting the Shadow. Interesting book. It's interesting things that are said about the shadow, but it's very fitting to this reading that call for back the wild. To be wild is not to be crazy or psychotic. True wildness, love of nature, and delight in silence, a voice free to say spontaneous things. Yes. Like it's really like you can even as a wolf go somewhere and howl to the moon. Why not? Let yourself howl to the moon. If it can really liberate some energies that are stuck. So I think this reading is go so far that we are going to this poem. So remember that you are, by number 1, remember that you are air. Let's put this queen somewhere on the side. Focus on this wolf. Remember that you are air. Observe, breathe, focus, decide. Remember that water. Cry, cleanse, flow, let go. Let's put a little bit more here. Remember that you are earth. Ground, give, build, heal. Remember that you are fire. Burn, tame, adapt, ignite. So we have a poem in front of us. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, Page of Cups, romantic night. Oh, there is dreaming. Observe, breathe, focus, decide. This is, of course, Pisces are now in Venus. Venus in Pisces, totally dreamy time. I think it's almost like shadow work in the sense that you should look at the mirror, and of course this makes me think about the story of narcissists who looked at their own mirror and fall in love with their own reflection. That this is somebody like a romantic. This is not a man and a man. This is woman and a man here. This woman is dreaming of this perfect lover, kind of like a poet. We are talking about poem, but this sweetheart Oh, in the moon, water completely. We have water here as an element even. Seeing your loved one in a pond in a moonlight of full moon in Cancer. How romantic. There is even a rose here. The fairies are like gushing around like, oh, he's so cute, he's so sweet, he's so sexy. Oh, who is this guy? There is really some dreamy like ideas and thoughts and observation, and focus is not really focused. Let's say there is a little bit like kind of up in the air, spring in the air. Something is going on here in the mountain top, like like a little pond. Let me read about this. So yes, you need grounding. You are a little bit up in your head about some love dream. So indeed, good advice is to ground. It's a very sweet card to start this reading. It's like mirror, mirror, show me my love. There it is. On the other side, behind the waters, is the Page of Cups. Explores his intuition and dreams. Yes, it's rich. It could be even a man looking himself, but it's hard to see. Maybe it is hard to say. It looks like a woman looking a man, but anyway, this is really like a using intuition and exploring the dreams. Good thing. We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. How can you be now in this full moon in Cancer more like a sacred dreamer? That is here in this pile. Maybe you can like really openly let yourself dream. Look this full moon and really like, yeah, I let myself dream. Then we have the water position. There is a marriage card. So there is cry, cleanse, flow, let go. What is about this marriage then? It's coming here to remember that you are 10 of Cups. So if this card actually was one after in the line of these cards, this is the fulfillment. The cat's getting milk in my deck. Like this is a happy wedding day. Possibly a dream day. If this person is here dreaming a dream day, reflecting what you really want or who you want to be. What is it this saying? It's not about finding the love, but becoming the love. Something like this. You can, first and foremost, if you don't have the love yet, you can become the love of your life already. And then you attract hope. When your heart is open, you are like getting it back to you. But like putting the focus on indeed to have heart healing is a good focus to heal your heart. You can start to do it alone too. Do positive things. Sometimes in the heart healing, advisable is to play with the animals, pets or kids, or being really like kind to yourself. The soft love was even mentioned here. So yeah, it's good to allow your softness. Like such a said thing is said about the Cancer. Like Cancer has a hard shell, but soft underneath. Because I have to protect those precious emotions. There is such a beautiful, like a rich emotional world, but they have to be protected. So there is something about this here. And there is this water Cancer. I'm completely married, like a happy marriage. This can be having a lot of pressure also. If somebody really get married, this is standing in front of everybody to say, this is the person I love, and show it, not hide it. It's here. Starts very dreamy. The inside fire is pointing to the happiness in the relationship. Beautiful. Really like a family is part of this Cancer realm. Like this is a strong family. Looking like here, like starts with everybody cheering this couple. Whoa. I love to see readings like this. I mean, of course, we are going towards the spring. Maybe this is totally what I'm sensing here, like a Venus in Pisces and a spring in the air. It shows in the air. And I'm picking it like antenna. It's just bittersweet for me because I'm never married and I'm never even engaged. It's nice to see this for other people, of course. But yeah. Where is this? I want to read the Ten of Cups card because really it has to be here. Yes, it is. So remember the water, and there you have the happy couple. Tens are cards of completion as well as heralding a new cycle. An emotional attachment has begun and blossomed into a deeper commitment. This couple is celebrating the beginning of a new phase in their relationship based on the fullness of their hearts. A happy home life. Wow. This is in the water here in this poem. Okay, what is it then in the earth? Remember that your earth, pile number 1, ground, give, build, heal. And here we have the division. If we have like a, in my readings, I get your shadow meet the light. So here we have it. Of course, the 6 of Swords is healing card. But this would be completely like this LA fires and homes burning, lives destroyed, dreams destroyed, people escaping because of war, all kind of hunger, devastation. But of course the better days are ahead here as well. But this is, something is shaking your stability, which is the same message here in the root chakra. There has been, or even this is the emotional, that you want to have the emotional completion. There is this fault line. Some outside circumstances had made it hard to live this dream. There is just this escaping from the war zone, kind of like, or the destruction. It could be even like some kind of shock. Girl Vegan podcast. Greetings, love. Always you catch me up preaching here about some dark subjects, but look, isn't it nice to see all this, and then we have this kind of like a bad card. But I mean, this is a healing card. Let's take it like that. Let's read what is the message here. But welcome to comment, and it's nice that you are here, my faithful audience. Isn't it amazing how far we have come? You can tap your back how far we have come. Look, we are like somewhere here, like really, we have come far. Even if I'm not reading directly from this book, I'm really taking elements that are like most important and bringing them to your awareness. So this card is in the ground position. It can be hard to extricate yourself from a dark or dangerous situation alone. Fortunately, help can usually be found. Seeking the truth for your highest good will reveal guidance for the way out. Hold tight to that truth and follow it until you are where you know you need to be. Guidance and help to leave a negative situation. I'm actually very intrigued and interested to know, like, if you want to even say this is a question for you to answer if you want. How is it, the new working life, going? I guess you are excited still. Like, it is like you got this contract, and I guess it feels, the whole week felt like a little bit more lighthearted, no? Like you are going towards a little bit more like a light. There is some certainty in life. Anyway, now let's see this fire position. Remember that you are fire: burn, tame, adapt, ignite. And again, we have here Queen of Pentacles, very stable queen. We have here in the same line the sovereign queen. This is meaningful here. The fire is part of the ingwas. It's part of this kind of like a fire you keep alive. dream of your passion. And what was the animal connected to this? Oh, I didn't even say it. Yes, it is the brown bear and an eagle and an owl is part of this. Like what wisdom is part of this inside fire. That Queen of Pentacles here, that is completely a good queen, nurturing, caring, and having like a possibly dream relationship indeed, very stable, because here we have the marriage and here we have this in the fire. What does it say that is in the same line? Water and fire, they are kind of opposite. Maybe there is really something aligning, something this is air and ground. There is this kind of duality, while here there is this kind of commitment. Commitment to passion, to commitment to fire. Anyway, commitment to take the charge of your life, maybe even, because this queen is here. Leadership. Okay, let's read the queen card still here. I like to see the queen here. It's a good queen. Good-hearted queen. Stable. Even wealthy. Money queen. The Queen of Pentacles teaches others how to relate to nature and the physical world in a personal way. Going for a picnic. Oh my god, this is such a sweet. Like if I talk about here first of all, starting to see the dream for yourself. Now Venus in Pisces, allow yourself to dream the dream that you deserve the person you want to be with. Just open eyes, dream about it, and then dream day could be, oh no, you're married. But here too, I have personally wrote a dream day like 5 years ago, and in my dream I would go to a picnic in a Mother's Day with my future partner, ideal partner, and here this person is this kind of person who all think about what they could eat have a nice picnic, and they are going. Oh, such like very grounded in the nature. Wow, beautiful. Just this thing about that could be that you have to pay attention to be very grounded. The passion is there, the feelings are there, there's ideas are there, but the grounding has to be still here. There can be like shaky kind of like of outlines that are appearing, like if you would live in Iceland, like there can be some volcanic eruptions, like of course there can be these winds bringing fire in LA. There can be this kind of sudden outside circumstances that shake your world. You have to be patient, like aware of this possibility, and then be grounded. How can you be more grounded in your choices, in your regular habits that make you feel safe? That then this rest of them can be kind of going almost like autopilot. So here we have now, this is very short reading, so we are gonna just see now the message from the wolf. The wolf has been in the spirit position. Connect, listen, know, be still, and now it's gonna give you advice. So what is gonna be? We will see. The wolf, pile number 1, is Aurora of Gamma. Oh, I like to see always different stories. So this is the wise word from the spirit animal. It's time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to the previous ideas or plans. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with that a positive outcome is imminent. Aurora is the Roman goddess of the dawn, the bringer of light. Oh my god, this is really connected to this kind of healing. 6 of Swords. Bringer of the light and initiatrix of a new cycle or chapter in your life. she is the luminous dispeller of darkness, the flickering flame of hope in the heart, and that would be the ingwas also. Pay attention to this rune. You could even have some kind of jewelry made of this ingwas, because this is completely this kind of flickering heart light. The flickering flame of hope in the heart that can burn into such a radiant holy fire that even the greatest challenges do not cause a soul to turn away in fear. Her presence in a reading signifies a fresh start and the overcoming of an old cycle. Gamma waves are highly frequency, typically 40 Hz in humans, but extending to higher levels with hypergamma oscillating at around 100 Hz. Associated with spiritual insight and clarity, pure vision, and breakthrough awareness, the gamma state is associated with high-level processing that leads to integration and evolution. With the gamma frequency, we transform knowledge into wisdom through application. We tap into our ability to integrate information, and in doing so, are truly healed and transformed. As the world around us becomes increasingly complex, the capacity for superior processing is swiftly becoming necessary for the spiritual, emotional, psychological, and even physical well-being of humanity. There is a strong link between spiritual practices such as meditation and the production of gamma waves. When we experience a heightened state of spiritual awareness, an expansive sense of being, or a powerful connection with the universe or spirit, our brain is in gamma mode. Wow, I have a feeling like in my readings sometimes I've been in a gamma mode, because there's been really this kind of moments like, what's happening? But indeed, you could really, there was a last week this kind of, Jessica was here, and there was definitely one pile, was it pile 2, talking about importance of meditation. And this would be the gamma frequency you could achieve doing it. So shifting our gray matter gears into gamma waves can facilitate the breaking up of stagnant modes of thinking and behaving. This is sacred frequency of evolution. Humans who are stuck in patterns repeat the same stories, the same words, the same thoughts over and over, and though on a repeated loop. The soul can begin to wither within such constriction. What is needed is something new and increasingly alive, such as life-stimulating grace of encounters with unfamiliar. Connection to gamma waves can enhance our capacity to embrace the unfamiliar, and through that openness of being, constructive adaptation is enhanced. Our way of being becomes more fluid, responsive, and creative. We engage with our experiences and grow positively through how we respond to what is happening. Wow, it's totally beautiful way to stop this pile number 1 reading. Like, wow, this is almost like here indeed you are in the paradise. If you're talking about like Paradise 2, you are definitely in this getting to paradise. But that's part of being, maybe having the meditation practice and entering this kind of gamma ways, that you are like really much more open to life, being yourself truly. Okay, so let's put this away. We go to next. Leave the wolf again to the center, to the next revelations. I'm happy what I'm seeing here. Of course, this deck is only once, so it was beautiful cards coming out of this deck. And where did I land it? I'm like always moving things too fast. I don't even remember myself. Okay, here. Pile number 2 is interesting as well. Really interesting to get this. Just have to be cleaning a little bit before. Here we have so emotional landscape has to be cleaned. Sometimes I should have some kind of like a smudge or something to clean the energies. Now I don't have candle here, but I think I cannot do that. Can I? Feel like fire could be good. Is there anything I can burn here? I feel like little new energy going on here. Anyway, we have a heart chakra on the table. We have as well the divas, very potential energy. It was really having the same card as the wolf, and this will have something to say for sure. It's feel like I have a feeling with this heart chakra that whatever the wolf says is coming from the heart. Like it's totally opening the heart in the sense of holding the moon. Cancer full moon. Beautiful. Let's put this here. Kind of like a, or let's put it like a really in this kind of mountain top. Let's have this kind of landscape here. Nice. Until we do this reading maybe. And yeah, this is the finished deck I will use to the poem. So we get the full moon Cancer cards now, pile number 2. I kind of like that this reading is not going to be too long. I invented this spread especially for this full moon in Cancer, and I was totally excited to think like, this Sunday reading fits perfectly to use it too. Ira Luvan, darling, say, yeah, the candle. I mean, I just have the fire like this. Would be, indeed, that is the thing. Do I have here anything? Maybe I have. The candle is missing from here. If we have a heart chakra on the table, I think we need a candle. Is this candle too old? Does it burn? Yes, let's put this here. We have a little star. It's like, yes, I posted lately there was like a Venus looking like a star. And Venus is now in Pisces. Maybe we can think this candle as a Venus. Only thing that this candle might be a little bit old, so I don't know. I hope it doesn't go off in the middle. Now we get this full moon Cancer cards. Yeah, you lit the candle, and now I was like, yes, this. I already was feeling we have to have this in this heart chakra related reading. Candlelight is totally bringing us to the sacred. Of course, the full wolf is here in the spirit position. But now, let's see, I need to feel this. So the pile number 2 and the heart chakra, maybe have touches, full moon in Cancer message. Okay, this man wanna come. It's like a bachelor card. Somebody here. Maybe there is some loving man in the shadows. We are always talking about shadows here. I don't see any man now here, but here is one. It's like a kind of like an old style, Victorian style, handsome. As the sun in Capricorn guides our planning, visioning, and practical building of this new year ahead, the moon in Cancer takes us deeper into our fundamental needs and emotional desires, so that they may inform our forward movement. It reminds us that the building of our lives must be guided by both the inner and outer, our heart and our mind, our intuition and our logic. Wow, the man is remembering, making you realize that logic has to be here too, not just intuition, the masculine part. Maybe this rune has something to do with it, because this rune is connected to wild animal, like a hound and a wolf. And we have even it here, and we have this man here. What is it here? Wanting to tell us. Man and a wolf having a conversation. Okay, now I start to think about this very shadow related, because I've been lately reading the Meeting the Shadow book. Jekyll and Mr. Jekyll and the Hyde. Doctor and the kind of wild man. I don't know, there is something about this division. Maybe it's time to meet your shadow in the sense that, okay, always what I read kind of flows into my readings, but interesting. It's kind of like a studied person, logical person, and then the hungry heart. Yeah, the hungry heart. Not everything is logical in our life, and we have to accept it. Like the heart is the messy realm of feelings, and it's beautiful like that too. Poets, if this would be a poet, would definitely get like a best poem because they are having the hunger in their heart. Interesting stuff coming here. Okay. Then we have the emotional landscape. Let's start to see what's going on here. On this mountain top. There's some Victorian style guy walking in the suite. It's like I do like to read this kind of old style books, but yeah, like D.H. Lawrence. I have actually, how many episodes? I have a series of D.S. Lawrence, Lady Chatter's Lover. Makes me think about this. If you want to look this kind of pickable readings intuitively, there is some cards from there. Crazy about you, okay? There is some hunger heart. There is, what else? Engaging. Okay, interestingly, this has dropped into candle one day, red candle, so it got a little bit burned, this card, but luckily nothing more bad happened here. We have here inseparable. Okay, so this came out, we have to take also this then. Attractive true colors. Family, okay, no wonder the full moon in Cancer in full bloom. The family is often very highlighted in the Cancer realms. Natural. So things are just naturally evolving and going upward. Then we have here the current feelings of person. Yes. Now I think I have to really be careful with this fire. It's better I take them all in my hand so I will feel them. My magical antenna hands. So pile number 2's meaningful person. Interestingly, this card doesn't belong here. I see immediately it's part of the full moon in Cancer card, but somehow it has ended up in my feelings. We got it then, maybe it's meaningful. And on the other one, here we have this little girl, my inner child puppet. Here we have feelings of your person. Okay, let's see. Musting keep. If you tend to live in your head, it's probably because it hasn't been safe to live in your body. Very much feelings of somebody who is very intellectual, logical. The hungry heart is calling you now. Thinking about you, maybe somehow like they have to get out of their head. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it, Roald Dahl. Confident. Root chakra. I'm thankful for this opportunity to express myself and grow. Right now I feel good about myself. Happy frog. Oh, there was a still Eurovision card. I was starting to take away this because now soon is a new Eurovision, but somehow the Ukrainian Eurovision song is still here. Teresa and Maria, spring carves its way no matter what the world is on her shoulders. Path is winding and rocky, but you should know your happiness is in your hands. Come on, little girl, light up. I'm not holy, I'm alive. Mother Teresa and Diva Maria are with us, barefoot as if on a blade. They walk on the ground with us, Mama Teresa, Diva Maria. All the divas were born as human beings. So indeed, some point, who knows, maybe I need to leave this Eurovision song here, but this year is a new Eurovision, of course, so they are from the last year. We got another Cancer full moon card here. This has sneaked into my feeling box, maybe on the purpose to be here for you now. So this is sacred space for love. And maybe it's emphasizing what the heart truly needs, the hungry heart. It needs the sacred space, and this is this kind of temple. Or even a chair. I've been talking about like having this kind of chair meditation. Here we have even a chair. Maybe the sacred can be coming even a formal chair that you just sit down. You just like realize like I need to just sit down and meditate. And even a chair can become like a sacred space. Because chairs are everywhere. Full moon in Cancer and Mars retrograde in Cancer, we are asked to go inward under this lunation, to bring the light of the moon and the presence of our own heads to what has gone unfelt, to what has gone unloved, and to what has gone unexperienced, unexpressed, waiting for a safe and loving channel to be transmuted. It is safe to feel and then heal with transformation moving through us. I think you were meant to hear this message still, and this is then the second card. So on this mountaintop, there is not just this kind of like a Victorian style man, there is also this kind of sacred temple and the wolf. And arrow pointing up. Then we have here, question to open your heart, to love truly. Can you love someone as they are and not expect them to change for you? Can you love a turkey? And don't expect it to be a rooster. It's a turkey. And then the huntress spirit has a wild and vast range which always remains connected to its source. From embers to a blazing fire, the potent energy within the huntress is like going to evolve. The core of your eternal nature, what lights you up, what stirs your soul, what truly motivates you to stand in your truth is the inner huntress. Yeah, sometimes I write a little bit complicated this. Huntress is very much like, of course, the wolf has this kind of huntress type. It's like a she-wolf is knowing what she wants. She's saying it, really, from the bottom of her heart, like, yes, this is what I want. I'm gonna get it. I want more sacred possibly. Okay, now we're gonna look finally this divas, and that's also related to wolf, this rune. So I have set my intention to learn these runes this year, so we are, when you look my readings, you also can learn. So it's a T, element is air, date is Tyr. Tyr is the god of war, and in Norse mythology is a son of the giant Hymir and Hodr, and it was before Odin. It was very powerful god. Manliness, justice, leadership, logic, struggle, perseverance, and courage. Maybe the man has to be here because this Tyr is completely that. It's like, okay, arrow up. It's really like a masculine force. Archer, maybe. Who knows? Some can be relating, like there is some Sagittarius related thing here too, but anyway. So animal is hound and a wolf. Color is scarlet and bright red, like a blood. To remember your blood, your instincts. Like a huntress also would totally be like okay with the color of red. Tarot is connected to justice and the hanged man. and astrology is about Sun in Libra, Moon in first house, and Neptune and Libra. Divas resembles an arrow or a spear, which already suggests its meaning. It stands for the war god Tyr. He was once considered the main god of the Germanic peoples, and all other Norse gods were subordinate to him. Tyr provided for order and justice in the realm of the gods and also among humans. Divas also stands on earth for hierarchy and the fair treatment of everyone. There is equal right for all. In addition, it symbolizes an orderly coexistence within a society based on certain rules that must be followed. Tyr was later replaced by Odin, because Odin indeed is very much related to that hangman archetype also in Tarot. Divas is similar to the polar star, which shows the right way in night and fog and can therefore be used when people suffer from decision-making incapacities and assertiveness weakness. For the person seeking advice, it's more that sacrifices have to be made and a lot of courage has to be mustered at that moment. Like now, you should just keep going, keep going up. The only way is up, kind of. So for future, this diva says that although one feels unfairly treated in an interpersonal conflict perhaps, ultimately justice will nevertheless prevail sooner or later. So it's like a hope in a situation, but you have to keep strong yourself too, whatever is your circumstances. And now we know what divas is. Interestingly, this masculine card is also here. I love to see things are aligning. Let's put them aside, and now we see this wise wolf. What this spread want to say here. So, does anybody have a name for this wolf? Okay, so this is a first card. It's just like this. I think I have to put them here. So the air came immediately. Then we have water. Let's say the poem when we open it. Water. We have earth. We have fire. Good, was not more cards. Sometimes I get more cards and I have to accept it. Oy. So what is this? Oh wow. The horse of the underworld. The Knight of Wands. The sexiest knight. It's here. There is like a Ferrari horse. Masculine energy indeed. Divas. What's going on here with the heart? Hunger in the heart. There's a hungry wolf, now is a hungry horse. Very similar, like energy going up. Fire. Passion. Passion, passion, passion. Maybe read about this. What is this? Horse of the devil, kind of in these stories is horse of the underworld. These are Finnish epoch stories. The hot horse. The horse that is too hot. Hot-headed maybe. Maybe that is. Because if this is the card of war in a Germanic style, again, this kind of what is happening now in the world, the fires in LA, like there is some fire powers going on in the air, is something in the air, this thing. What is this hunger of the heart? It's getting hungry and then it's getting all burned. What is this symbology trying to tell us? It's a builder knight anyway, somebody who's wanting to build as a passionate as it is. In my own deck, maybe I should show it because it has a meaning in current planetary positions. But where did I put my deck here? Currently, Chiron is in Aries. Aries is a fire sign, and in my deck, this is a Chiron card. This is the wound is the place where the light enters your room. So this is kind of Sagittarius also related, but this is the Knight of Wand related to Chiron. Something about that here. And again, we have an arrow here. It's very aligned. I, of course, make my deck related to shadow, so I try to always get the shadow. That's why the Chiron is there, but maybe something calls you to look your areas in Chiron is the identity wound. Who I am is not enough, is kind of wounding. So the keyword for this is freedom, past, be like kiihkeys, like a really like a, how you say, like a tense, like a excited, it's like fast and furious. Bravery, physical action, taking risk, anyway, handling the life, firepower, endurance, and being driven by instincts, but winning the obstacles and success. So this Witch of the North gave to this kind of lover suitors all kind of work to do. And when this lover boy Lemminkäinen had made this kind of impossible moose and catch it, had captured the moose, he came to get the girl, but the woman would not give the girl yet, but would ask him to catch this under horse, this horse of the devil. So he did. He went over top of a hill. He looked in the east, and there it stand, the handsome horse, all in fire. It was full fire, and the smoke was rising higher and higher. And the lover boy was asking the advice from the thunder god, and was saying like, okay, this in Finnish, "Oh dear thunder god, keeper of the clouds, help me." And then came a storm, and the whole heaven broke, and came ice cold ice and like a cold rain top of this horse, and the fire went off. So then the lover boy was able to talk to the horse and speak to it, and was promising that would treat the horse well if he would let him put this golden like what do you say, like you kind of put in the horse to capture the horse. It would wear that I will treat you well if you just wear this golden things that I can keep you. I can handle you well if you let me be your master. And so the horse was listening and was letting him do it. It's almost like a we are talking about here about meeting a shadow, that somebody is kind of whispering to the shadow and kind of taming it, kind of whispering to the horse. And he went to the north, and now he said, "I got the devil's horse, give me your daughter." And still the woman would not give the daughter, was still not convinced the abilities of this lover boy, and still he had to shot the Death Lake's swan in one try. So Chandru, hello Shadow, how are you? Yes, here we are preaching about the hell horse that the kind of like a knight has to capture, but that's not enough still. But it is in this air position. Maybe there is some like a very passionate task, even in your Chandru. Indeed, how are you? Like, are you able to tame your wife? Like this would be here, like you have really like passion, and the cold water is going on. You think you are able to tame the horse, but then still, the love of your life is still not yours. Anyway, meaning of this whole thing is that this card is representing bravery, daring to take risks, and directing the power in the right direction. Your end sight is visible, and your skills are good enough to get the results. The Lemminken and the lover boy have learned by now a lot, so he was able to already tame this kind of fire side and get things done faster. He could be very focused on the goal and was getting forward with the plan. The card is telling you that you have very good opportunities and strength and abilities to get what you want. All your endeavors can be successful. You can be speedy going forward and managing all your tasks. It's very like an auspicious thing. Even this rune here of Divas is very like, even if you feel like things are hard, things are moving up and things are successful. So, very good omen. So yes, Sandro, I feel like this kind of passionate horse thing might be your thing, because indeed this is the Sagittarius card. This is the Sagittarius card. In my card, of course, is the Chiron, is the kind of shadow work about the Chiron placement. The wound is the place where the light enters you. But you have a Sagittarius in your air, so let's see. Passionate horse to be tamed. Then water. And water is totally the Queen of Cups. What a loving Cancer full moon energy is here. We have a full moon here. We have the Queen in the water having a bath. Wow. Wow, passionate night there and in the ideal level. And then here we are, the bride getting ready, having a bath. A little bit in the deep end. Totally the stuff on her head. I love to see how she's like getting all this bath here in the moonlight. Wow. Goddess on the side of the mountain. What is the message here? This is anyway Queen of Cups. Pisces is currently in Venus. This is totally this kind of water sign realms. Lovey water realms with loving water queen. I love to see these cards. Thank you, Spirit. Peace, sensitive ability to sense things, sincerity, motherly love, faithful, living in spirit with others, taking care, sharing, very like a generous, being mother, having balanced emotions, openly showing your feelings, not being codependent, but being like a healthy with your feelings and honest with your feelings and dreams and visions. So what is the task of the water spirit? It's to give you the successful harvest from the waters. So the Queen of the Waters is beautiful and sensitive creature who love all the creatures in the water, and also heals the human beings, giving a good catch of the fish, catch of the day. She is generously giving to one who asks nicely. Yes, somebody has to ask nicely, not to be rude. She will get not happy if somebody is like, give me fish now, and it's like, You didn't say please. Please. You have to say, give me please. Then sometimes the mother of the waters will rise to brush her beautiful hair, long hair. And if you see her doing this, you should salute her and say like, ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella, ciao, ciao. Then, okay, I'm just laughing here. It's just a cute thing. Like she's coming to here, like, okay, respect me. I came here to show myself, to give you some good catch. So then, oh, the gift can really be supernatural. Your shirt might get spotless. Like you might find a washing powder thanks to her that takes all the spots away, or your money problems will be over. She likes to be in the clear waters, and she doesn't like to be in the polluted or like muddy waters. She wants to be in these clear waters. If somebody's bothering the birds in the water, she will be really like a natural activist and really mad. Or somebody's breaking the nest of the birds, she will also be like coming after you. And sometimes she's very sad and desperate, and she doesn't like the plastic hanging in her hair. Is there like, is really like a nature activist. She doesn't like it at all. There is some plastic thrown around, some candle cola. That's not written here, but like, and she's so sad. So yeah, what is the meaning of this card here in these waters? The card asks you to have the emotional balance. It says what the real harmonic relationship with the human beings are like. That you have to show openly your sensitive side. This is like the loving the people near you. Tämä on myötäelämisen ja puhtaan lähimmäisen rakkauden kortti. So you are like living with your people, like with them, the emotions, and like caring about your dear ones. And the waters that this queen is mastering are representing the subconscious mind, and the fishes are symboling the spirituality and revelations and intuition and instincts and fertility. In clean and harmonic waters where the fish can be well, everything is okay, but if it's polluted, the Vellamo will take the fish away and save them. But then you don't have the spiritual nurturing anymore and well-being in your life, because the Vellamo took all the fishes away to the safety. So the Queen of the Waters is healer, helper, and doesn't just judge, but gently advise people to find the inner peace and love it yourself, love thyself and others. If your mind feels chaotic and restless, try to find a water to find her and get peace. Getting silent and meditating, you can calm down your waters of your mind and your feelings, and so the waters get clean and the fishes can swim again happily. That was an interesting story here. I really love the expressions she's having here. This is such a funny deck. She's coming here like, are you gonna throw plastic at me? It's like, I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. No. It's like, let's stay clean here. Let's stay harmonic and spiritually balanced here. Okay. This is in the waters of full moon in Cancer. Then we have Earth, Ground, Give, Build, Heal. Okay, we have another maiden. We have I think one of my friend, she looks like this. You know who you are in France. Anyway, this is page of pentacle, I think so. But this is, if this is a water spirit, water queen, here we got a forest spirit. Maybe I should even read about this just to say that this is in your grounding, beautiful position to have a remember that you are earth, ground, give, build, heal, and maybe remember that even you are forest in the sense like what kind of healthy indeed forest you are. This spirit is often giving good catch, same as this was good catch of fish, good catch in this forest, and it's also related to mind space. How your forest is connected to kind of mind. So sometimes indeed some fires have to go there to clean that debris. It's been too dense. Nobody can live there. But as we have the fire on top of this forest, maybe I have to read something for there, because it's totally all this news about the LA fires. It was something to do with the forest but not taken care of, and so this could happen. Maybe in the human mind things get chaotic and then reflect to the outside world. The chaos of the people show in outside. Very like a earth, Mother Earth related heart chakra message here, like really heal the world, make it a better place. So I can read a little bit about this. So the forest spirits love consideration and good manners. Good behavior is pleasing to them, and if you have this, you get good luck for your hunting. You should be always like ennakkoluulottoman asenne. New challenges, you should have like open mind. This is a page, so it's giving you like a message of new experiences, adventures, and learning new things. But remember the playful attitude towards life and enjoying the life. The lucky coincidence can bring happiness in your life. The elf of the, almost like an elf, like a really like this kind of Lord of the Ring elf maiden is asking you to use your imagination and not to be too much with your mind trying to be logic. So the card asks you why the one that you cannot touch with your hand wouldn't be as real. Why wouldn't be real if you cannot touch something? Card that things that we want and wish to our lives are already existing, even we have not get them into our hands yet. Important word, yet. Like they are coming, the abundance is coming, but not always visible yet. Somewhere there they are, and they will be part of you, and then you will touch the richness and abundance. So trust your luck. She is blessing your hunting luck. Yes, this what girl said. Left eye shadow is black, right eye no eye shadow. Interesting. Yes, there is kind of interesting meaning here also. Maybe some people can really get messages here, like there's this two kind of like a water spirit and the earth spirit, then fire in the air. It's really needing healing. Possibly this fire situation in America is really like a needing in societal healing, even in the sense like there is something up in the air that explodes even in this sense physically. But the fire position in your spread in the heart chakra, what is it? Another fire. Wow, Kokkonen. This is Totally. The elements are completely honest to the elements that I spoke them to be. Like, okay, the fire horse here got the heat went off with the storm. Storm is an element of air. Here we had advice to keep our spiritual well-being well with this kind of wellness, let's say, like also self-care, but keeping our balance in our emotions. Here, our ambition and goals. Keep believing, have faith that even things you don't see, you can have. And then we have this, I think is King of Fire, but I have to check which one was it. I think this was the, was it? No, it's not. It's again a page. The symbol is the same. Yes, it's a page. So page of wands. So we have a here Knight of Wands, here Page of Wands. It's in 111 page. The page. Very manifestation page in this book. In the fire position of this poem, remember that you are fire, burn, tame, adapt, ignite, and page of fire, page of wands. Higher awareness, ability to see far, seeing clear, like sharp eyes, new view, passing through the challenge, very strong protection, yes, like a really strong spiritual protection, and old energy burning away, which is of course happening in the forest field. If this burning, the old goes away, new comes. So this eagle represents a very broad view of ability to see and objectivity. You can see from far, like from above, very far, and accept, like understand this kind of big concepts. Eagle is higher consciousness and larger perspective and bravery to trust yourself and your own power. Fire eagle is also the light of your own like consciousness that is really sharp and strong. Eagle strength is that it's vast and it makes you a strong ally to you. But also the witch of the north changed herself to eagle, was able to shift herself to eagle and take the power of the eagle. So what the witch of the north was doing was getting higher consciousness about the situation, and when she was getting higher, she had the power. Indeed, it is so true. You cannot have the level, from that level of consciousness the problem was created, you cannot have the solution. This saying is true. You have to rise higher, and even the arrow is rising here. So this is asking you to really heal yourself, be confident, but have the higher view. Even the wolf is on the mountaintop. Hunger for possibly to have the higher like consciousness, but with the heart as well. Heart-mind connection, because we have here the heart chakra. So, but it is indeed, the Kundalini powers are, you have to have both intellect and intuition, both. You cannot be high aware just with your intellect. You need the intuition that this is queen here. And then you need the clear waters, you need the clear emotional clarity, clear waters, also subconscious mind, nurture the things to be clean and not muddy waters, not this kind of emotional chaos. Anyway, very similar energies. Now we see the wolf message. What an interesting nature thing here. Calling for the nature. It's like, what is going on here? I'm getting excited about this. I want to have this bigger crystal. Pile number 2, what we need to know. What we need to know. This one. Who else but the spirit bear is here? Very strong spring animal. A bear is waking from the hibernation, possibly. Somehow like bear is in a cave, heart is connected to cave. Wow, in the center of the reading, the king of the forest. What amazing imagery here. I'm happy to be able to make this kind of reading. Like, wow, if you would hunt a bear, that would be something that is in some movies even really like a hard task. It's not easy to hunt a bear. So bear is here on the mountain. Spirit bear of 396 hertz. You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. Wow, what like a timely thing. We are arriving to spring, and here is like a spiritual winter is over. The frequency of 396 Hz is deeply nurturing and protective. It is heart frequency of the Universal Mother, protecting her young, deflecting negativity and refusing to overly condition the youthful mind. She looks out for them and provides warnings lest they wander too far from their authentic path. But she also encourages the child to learn who they are, to courageously explore their world, and to enjoy their freedom. We have a freedom. Do we have in this reading freedom table, or was it the other pile? Maybe I'm mistaken. It was the first pile. Irrespective of our personal experience with our biological mother, the divine mother energy in the soul is loving, protective, available, and kind. This inner mother love enables us to develop our own sense of personal value, belonging, and home. In connection with inner divine mother, we feel loved, wanted, and held. We know ourselves well enough to understand what we need, and we value ourselves enough to live in such a way that our needs are met. We recognize that we matter no more than any other, but enough to feel self-love and self-respect. We can connect to our authentic life path because we feel worthy of it. This nurturing frequency heals the heart and softens the walls which keep love out due to past abandonment and betrayal. When we are open to life, the path to fruition becomes more accessible and direct. When we connect with our authentic path, we can access the abundance of spiritual support available to us and make the more spiritual progress. That guidance may arise as no, or not right now, or as yes, and go for it. When we are in the heart, we will clearly sense such guidance and take comfort in it rather than fight against it. As we let go of our defense systems, disabling fear and guilt from running our lives, and instead deal with them as occasional interlopers that need to be cleared and healed, we stop fearing we will never have what we genuinely want and need. We realize we are loved, know how to love, and are naturally, innately beings of love. Wow, what a preaching is this bear coming now from the mountain. There is a bear cave. Bear, like how you call it, like a den is there, coming to Mother Bear to say like, okay, let's heal this. Let's heal this, whatever has been. The wound is the place where the light enters you. So this was a pile number 2. Exciting energies. Wait. I'm always interested to see that I'm able to pick this kind of cards. It's like, wow, I feel like a magician here. So this away. Now let's go back to the deck this too. And of course the moon is so connected to mother that even this mother bear coming now in the full moon in Cancer is totally like a remembering kind of this kind of bear mother bear, mama bear. Yes, mama bear. I always like to identify myself mama bear when I was mother. It was like a nice thing. So getting ready for the pile number 3 still. So Wolf has something to say, and the runes have something to tell us, and somebody maybe have a question. I think this candle is getting really burned, but maybe we let it burn a little bit more. So we have here darkness, my old friend. Silent child and the rabbit. Darkness. Long night moon. This tells about what happens after full moon. Comes of course the new moon. And maybe the rabbit is really meaningful for here, because you know rabbit is always sign of Easter, and of course the rabbit is symbol of the Easter goddess. What is this equinox goddess? Ostara. Who knows? We have here, or maybe the Ostara is here, or Ostara. And the rabbit. Throat chakra, don't be silent child, be communicator, express yourself. Artistic people usually get this, so maybe here is some Alice in the Wonderland kind of artist, who knows? Wolf will be here in the spirit position. Connect, listen, no, be still. It will be looking in your eyes, pile number 3, and find out what needs to be advised in this sacred space. But here we start, pile number 3. I feel like I have the music instrument here. I didn't play it yet, and now it's time because it's totally the throat chakra. So let's have this John Lennon Imagine. So we have a little different energy. So we have, maybe we can leave it here. The granny can keep it. So we have to start talking about this. Of course, I mentioned this makes me think about the spring as well. Even it's dark day still. Something is happening. Rabbits are running. Telling about the spring energy. Sandro says, Shadow, I missed today's reading. Then you can look. There is still, this is pile number 3. So we are having the darkness pile now, but pile number 2 was really hard. I think there was such a Sagittarius energy that it's for you possibly the pile number 2, but now we are going with pile number 3. Here. Yes, even the friend who I remembered in the pile number 2 is Sagittarius, so there is really that energy I got a lot. So here we have a heroic stuff going on in the emotional landscape. We are having here the mountainside. Hero is moving in the silence, in the night, in the darkness, reaching out to you. And adventure, okay, is very beautiful. Wild as well. Feel it. Darkness can be a little bit feeling dangerous too, but here we have authentic. Being authentic is here important. Very artist-like qualities. Very like being authentic is all what artist needs to be. Yes. Yes. Let me watch pile. This is pile 3. Maybe it's for you. This is very expressive pile in the sense like it says there is darkness, there is silence, but the crystal says that don't be silent, child. Be the expression and communicator. And the rune will be something about home. It's very much like a fortress. But we will read about that rune today, Othala. First, we're gonna see current feelings of a person. You came in the right time, in the sense like we're gonna feel it. Current feelings of your person. Can be the piles are even connected. Okay, I have to stop. I shouldn't take too many. Sometimes I'm just picking. I was like picking the mushrooms in the forest, and like, okay, too much in my basket. But here, to feel a bit current feelings for a person. Okay. Is there love here, as he's been a lot interesting love around? Okay, here we have a Scorpion. Send me an angel. Here I am in the land of morning star. Okay, this is a beautiful song, of course. Kind of Sagittarius here with the rose. Yeah, I think already the angel showing here is like a Sagittarius are immediately here. So let's see. We have here, it's not about me, it's about people I'm to serve. Happiness is a choice. I'm not gonna let anybody to force me to do something. Person is feeling this kind of, is this your person actually? It's like, what's your wife like this? It's not about me, it's about people I to serve. Happiness is a choice. I'm not gonna let anybody to force me to do something. Did we immediately pick your wife here? Twin flame love, trust me, I'm yours forever. Two of Cups, the lovers. The rings are here as well. I remember your reading, there is always some ring stories. I don't know how the progression is going, but maybe again, the Valentine is coming and the rings can be on the table. Such object if you're still in love with your wife. So then, let's see. The Huntress, visionary activist warrior spirit. Huntress matrix. Embers glow inside the warrior spirit, no longer a lonely huntress. Kali, Lozen, Oya, Artemis at goddess speed. Guide me or I track the origin of my soul's radiance. Alchemize my wounds into something like into goodness. Permission given to self and others to live their wildest existence. Trusting, what is it? Spiraled cycle of love and pain, which is Hunter Matrix. Huntress as a timeless healer. I think it's going back to this kind of card that I was showing just. This Sagittarius card, the wound is the place where the light enters, and this is my Knight of Wands card. So previous reading, it's very connected to this kind of Huntress energy. Anyway, we have a rabbit here to hunt. What else? Current feelings of person. Sandru, yes, a perfect twin flame. Procession on the 5D. Yes. Again, Huntress. Huntress spirit has a wild and vast range, which always remains connected to the source. From embers to blazing fire, the potent energy within the Huntress sends to evolve, concentrates to evolve. The core of your eternal nature, what lights you up, what stirs your soul, what truly motivates you to stand in your truth is the inner Huntress. Current feelings of person. Huntress. Poison, something to believe in. I drive by the homeless, sleeping in a cold, dark street, like bodies in an open grave. Underneath the broken old neon sign used to say, Jesus saves. A mile away lives the rich walk, and I see how they are living it up. That while the poor, they eat from hand to mouth, the rich are drinking from the golden cup, and it just makes me wonder why so many lose and so few wins. Give me something to believe in. This whole card makes me think about this LA fires again. Like there are so many people ending up to poor situation, not their own fault, and then like this injustice feels like the society should be indeed taking care now. Winter period eventually, like always, it's like poor feels even more poor because maybe there's no money for the heating and so on. Another kind of like a very fire, but set fire to the rain, Adele. All the things you say, I let it fall. My heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark and I was over until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they are strong, but my knees were too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew. All the things you say, they were never true. And the games you play, you would always win. It's a beautiful song, but there's still kind of sadness. Fire to the Rain really made me think about this fairy tale of match girl, like last match in the darkness, like the light are going off. Somebody made me really in this deep end, asking the angel guidance, even Scorpion, send me an angel. Okay, Sandro, if you're a wife, you should really reach out. Maybe there's really something to be healed there. There are two ways to be fooled. First is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to accept what is true. Søren Kierkegaard. It's a bit like a cold water on you. Like really, you have to accept the truth in a situation too. Oh, I need my tea. This is really bad. Also, this room is a bit cold. Anyway, we are going forward. We have to study the rune. What is the Othala about? This is something to do with the fortress and home. So, Pineapple Tree's rune is this. Alphabet O, element Earth, T, the Odin. Of course, this Chandru is your wife, is a Taurus. This is an Earth element. Symbol, home, fortress, inheritance, interpretation, ancestry, possession, inheritance, experience, values, and traditions. Color, yellow, white, gold. Animal is a stork and a whale. It's kind of the stork is bringing the baby. So it's really like this kind of homemaker. And the whale, I think whale song is always like somebody's far away loving. Kind of like a bring me an angel, I'm here. On the other side of the shore. Tarot is connected to the world. And it's kind of completion that you have this home. The sun and the moon. Interesting, they both are here. The world, of course, is experiencing both the sun and the moon. Interesting that the sun card and the moon card and the world card are all in this Othala. Chandru is saying, I'm waiting for the right time, Shadow. I want her to heal and have her spiritual awakening. Yeah, this is also, can be, that time has to pass. Astrology is sun in Leo, moon in Taurus, moon and Pisces. So this Othala refers symbologically to the importance of property and ownership. The fortress can also stand for protection and retreat. A house, even temporary in our possession, represents security and hold. Possession can also be seen as spiritual enrichment. It's almost looking like my son is asking. I've been too long here. Okay, anyway, I have to hurry up. The rune is about rootedness and family ties, as well as material, genetic and spiritual heritage. It is also rune of protection and privacy, but also one identity. And the advice of Othala is examine how the past and the present have a direct reflection to each other. It is also important to analyze old habits and, if necessary, break with them. Only with patience you can reach your goal. The energy of the thoughts helps to go in the direction. Determine the one. Oh my god, I started to cough here. Sometimes in the tarot reading, somebody started to quote is really the truth. The bad truth that you don't want to hear, but anyway. The energy of the thoughts helps to go in the right direction. Determined for one. The only requirement to constantly hold on to your dreams and your goals. Question to ask: what do I want in my life? What makes me happy? What fulfills me? Why I'm holding on? My god, sorry, but I have to stop. I have to have a break. I can't.